Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a magnetic excursion update Tuesday, July 1st, around 10 p.m. Mountain Time, 2025. We've got a 2-day geomagnetic storm watch for G1 to G2 geomagnetic storm, and that means aurora potential for the Northern Hemisphere. Most of Canada tonight could be lighting up with aurora. We also have a hurricane in the Eastern Pacific, strong Cat 2 Hurricane Flossie. A lot to talk about, so keep calm. It's boom time. Trump says he'll look at deporting Elon Musk as feud reignites. And the big story, the Oak Ridge fire grows to 3,000 plus acres overnight, with more evacuation orders. This fire is in the Navajo Nation, and we'll take a look at it in the fire and smoke map. California fire evacuations as well. The map is showing people where to leave now, and this is from the Wolf Fire, just south of Owl and Beaumont in Southern California, north of San Jacinto, Helmet, and Valle Vista. So let's take a quick look at the fire and smoke map, and you can see most of the wildfire smoke is up in Canada, but we do have some smoke. We'll take a look at how many fires are burning in Alaska. Holy macaroni. Let's take a look at the last two fires we just showed you warnings about. Here's the Wolf Fire, currently burning 2,414 acres. Fire activity is minimal, but it is growing, and this is the region of the Wolf Fire, and the evacuation zone is in that area. The Navajo Nation fire is over here in the Four Corners region, and you can see the smoke plume coming off of it. It is the most significant fire in Arizona currently, and it is growing. You see all the active burning spots here on the western side, and we have active burning on the eastern side. The Wolf Fire is pretty much uncontained, growing now to over 3,000 acres. So if you're wondering where the haze or the fancy sunsets are coming from, and you're in one of these smoky regions, well, you can blame it on wildfire smoke. And take a look at this. Global warmists won't be happy with this graph coming from Tony Heller today. For the first 6 months of 2025, the percent of days over 90 degrees in the U.S. was the 20th lowest ever since 1895. The hottest years on the graph are 1934, 1911, 1933, 1925, and 1936, when there was no man-made global warming. Make it make sense. And we've got Hurricane Flossie, maximum sustained winds at 110 miles per hour. Just as we reported last night, Flossie's going to move east of Baja here and break up. Absolutely dissipate into anything. But there are threats. Outer bands of Hurricane Flossie will continue to bring locally heavy rainfall to coastal portions of the Mexican states Michoacan, Colima, and Jalisco into Wednesday. Localized flash flooding is possible, so heed the warnings. And if you're in low-lying areas, well, get to high ground, because Flossie is at 110 miles per hour sustained. That is a major Cat 2, minor Cat 3. And here is the full forecast. We've got areas of heavy rainfall and critical fire weather on Wednesday. Heavy to excessive rainfall may bring flooding to parts of Arizona, New Mexico, Florida, North Carolina, and Virginia Wednesday. Recently burned areas will be particularly vulnerable to flash flooding. Gusty winds and low humidity will bring critical fire weather to parts of the northwest U.S. and central Alaska on Wednesday, where red flag warnings are in effect. And the last thing Alaska needs is more wildfires. And we'll jump over here to the GFS model, and we'll walk it through day by day to see where the severe weather threats. Currently, the East Coast and portions of Texas are the only areas where any active weather is occurring. And if we jump over to Tornado HQ, we can see those line of showers moving across the East Coast. drenching portions of Virginia currently, and with some pop-up storms across Texas, as well as the Four Corners. We do have one severe weather warning about 42 minutes ago in South Dakota, Bennett, Jackson, Millette, Todd, and Tripp counties. And it is a large warning area. Let's take a look at that. That is massive because it's quite a big storm extending for miles. And this system will be moving east, dipping down into South Dakota. We could be seeing some overnight severe weather alerts in South Dakota. So heed the warnings and come over to Tornado HQ Live for all the live severe weather updates. We could even be seeing some severe weather around the Virginia Beach area as this line of storms moves offshore. And let's walk it through. 3 hours from now, yeah, there's going to be an explosion of storms. There will be storm warnings in the next 3 to 6 hours on the East Coast. That ends in the morning. Here's Thursday. And then Friday, we've got some pop-up storms. Nothing much. Saturday up in the northern tier and Florida. Sunday here. And here is Monday. Tuesday next week. Could be a little severe weather outbreak here on Wednesday, July 9th. Seismic update. No quakes of note. Normal activity worldwide. Slight increase in seismicity here in the western U.S. But pretty much normal activity across the board. Nothing to worry about. Space weather, take a looky here. We've got a huge coronal hole that is about to face Earth, coronal hole 61. That will be coupling with us anytime in the next 24 hours. We've got Aurora Watch tonight and tomorrow, and it is G1, Geomagnetic Storm forecast for 3, 6, 9, 12 hours in total over the next 24 hours, hours of powers. And this is care of a 1-2 punch. You can see 1-2. This is the model. They could lap over each other, and that could send us up into G2 or higher storm, because what we're looking at is a coronal mass ejection coming first, a faint halo CME, followed by a coronal hole stream coupling with Earth. So buckle up and keep your eye on telemetry, because when the CME arrives, all of these will jump at once. Now, this story is heartbreaking. Even if we stop drinking, we will be exposed. And she's talking about tap water. A French region has banned tap water. It isn't a warning. Is it a warning for the rest of Europe? Well, how about the rest of the world? Forever chemicals have polluted the water supply of 60,000 people, threatening human health, wildlife, and the wider ecosystems. And this is a small town of rural St. Louis. It's close to the border of Switzerland and Germany. It looks pristine. Look at this picture. Everything looks healthy and clean, but it couldn't be further from the truth. The entire region is completely polluted with forever chemicals. Now, we've been reporting for at least 5 years on the contamination of PFAS in our rainwater worldwide. Now, St. Louis is now the site of France's biggest ever ban on drinking tap water. Its at-risk residents will rely on bottled water until at least the end of the year, when authorities hope water filter systems will be installed. Tests of the local tap water showed levels of PFAS, or forever chemicals, which are linked to cancer, immune dysfunction, and reproductive issues, had reached 4 times the recommended limit. Shelves were stripped bare as families scrambled to stockpile bottles of water to protect loved ones. The source was a firefighting foam used at the airport since the 1960s and ending only in 2017. And according to the joint statement from the local authority and regional health agency, toxic residues from the foam have lingered, filtering through the soil and into drinking water and people's bodies, probably over decades. But the good news is a new breakthrough coming out in just the last few days. Gut microbes could be the key to fighting toxic, long-lasting, forever chemicals. Now, this is because our gut bacteria contains the toxic chemicals. It houses them. A new study suggests gut microbes can help protect humans from toxic, long-lasting, forever chemicals. Scientists at the University of Cambridge have identified that a natural gut microbiome could play a helpful role in removing toxic PFAS chemicals from our body, following a study on mice, according to the media release. Now, here's the paper coming out today. Human gut bacteria bioaccumulate per and polyfluoroalkyl substances. Now, what that means is that as we ingest these forever chemicals, if we have a healthy gut biome, they will bioaccumulate the substances, and we just got to figure a way to trap them and release them without ever getting into our bloodstream or into our flesh. So this is good news here, an amazing breakthrough because, well, the entire planet has been polluted forever with these chemicals. Why Goldco? Now is the time to hedge your bets. Something big is coming. You know there's going to be a financial collapse of fiat currency in your lifetime. Yeah, it's coming soon. Now, what precious metals do is they prevent you from losing. When the stock market crashes, precious metals hold strong and even increase. So why not get involved now and convert some of your 401k into precious metals? There's no penalty. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And why not trust the industry leader Goldco? From precious metal IRAs to direct purchases of gold and silver, they've helped thousands of Americans diversify and protect their retirement savings. There's no obligation. You get a free gold and silver kit. And if you're going to transfer a large 401k, like $100,000 or more, you could get up to $15,000 worth of free silver. Don't miss out. Check it out now. The industry leader, Goldco. And that's a boom to knowledge. Hit the thumbs up, share the video, and please hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed to the channel. Help the channel grow. We're trying to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And be safe. We love you. And that is a boom.